my goodness. Everyone got all silent. So nice. I didn't say anything yet. Oh. Well, welcome. Welcome. So glad to have you here. Yes, you're in the New Orleans Jazz Museum. On behalf of New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park, we are so delighted to have this partnership with the New Orleans Jazz Museum to provide programs for you. The mission of our park is to instill a public appreciation for New Orleans jazz music via programs that educate you, enlighten you, and hopefully entertain you. We've been carrying on this rich tradition with great artists that are from the city, but also that have moved to the city and shared their background and expertise. So we have a very great artist today who's not from New Orleans, but definitely calls New Orleans home now. She's from Athens, Georgia, and yes, has been developing her sound in Americana music and also a rich songwriting background and developing her own music. And I've had the pleasure of seeing her over the years, and what she does is just so phenomenal and beautiful. And for the Women's History Month, we had to bring her back because she's just such a delightful spirit. And like I said, our mission is just to have this platform for artists to grow and share their expertise. So I'm going to get out the way, let that ringtone ring just a little bit. Good to go. I'm going to get out the way so you can actually enjoy this wonderful artist. So help me introduce Lilli Lewis.
Thank you so much, Jade. Hey, everybody. How you doing? I feel the need to begin the show with an apology. That should let you know that I'm not a real showman, because you never apologize. No, never apologize. That's what they say. But I noticed that there are people over there to whom my back will be consistently turned for the duration of the show. And that is an unfortunate thing for me, because I feel like I'm going to be leaving you out. But if I were sitting over there, it would be on purpose. I'd be over there because I'm very shy, and and I love music, but I don't necessarily need to have the artist staring me down my face while I'm trying to enjoy the music. So if my apology is not in order, I apologize. But I'm so happy to be here, and I want to, I don't know, I want to share some new songs with you all. I'm working on a new album, new collection of songs. The last time I was here, I was kind of recovering from the brain damage of burnout. Is anyone familiar? And I found, when I started finding my feet again, that I had written some songs when I thought my brain was turned off. And I'd like to try to sing some of those songs for you today. And I think I have a whole record, in fact, of these songs. It's a whole record of songs about forgiveness. And I think I'll start right where that whole intention began. It's a goofy little song, so feel free to clap or snap or tap the toe, whatever your things do. All is forgiven when the music starts. Been trying to tell you, honey. All is forgiven when the drum beats hard. Count off and earn your money. You spend your whole life taking everything personally. Then you find out on the other side everything is better. Than you ever could believe. some statements. Sometimes the burn is just half of the fun. If you feel me, can I get an amen? You can't just sit there in your corner thinking how it all went wrong. You got a full house and all the aces sitting in your hand. They've been right there all along. All is forgiven, all is forgiven, baby. All is forgiven. Oh, don't worry, just forget about it. All is forgiven, all is forgiven, baby. All is forgiven. Oh, don't worry, just forget about it. So we're here, we've had some kind of remarkable things we've been going through, both tightening and stretching and leaning in, and I'm happy to be here singing songs for you, just after Black History Month and right in the beginning of Women's History Month and right after the International Women's Day, which also happens to be my anniversary. Yesterday, I celebrated my 15th anniversary. My wife and I got married on a hillside behind our house in Colorado, way up in the mountains, and at a Buddhist retreat center where I was trying to learn how to breathe. We decided to stay there for 18 months to see if Lilli could figure out how to breathe. I did not figure it out. But we came down the mountain and we moved to New Orleans, and we moved here purposefully because all of our, super hippy-dippy friends were telling us that we should live in a place where our marriage would be recognized. And we said, no, we're going to go home. My wife is from here. We're going to go home and sit there until everybody learns how to treat everybody like whole people. So here is where we got married officially, legally, when it became universal. And yet we're still working on the project of everybody being treated like whole people. It's still on the books. Like we tick things off, and then we have to go back and erase that. It's like, oh, women are whole people. They can vote and they have, they take care of their body. But no. Let's okay. We have to revise. We take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. No. We do a little shimmy. We know all about that here in New Orleans. So we had to understand that this march towards progress is just a second line, and we have to try to have a good time along the way. So I'm going to sing a song that I wrote for, Coretta Scott King. I had a dream. I was on the other side of the ocean, and I had a dream that I was going to have a poet write a sermon about how there's no rest until death for a king. And when I woke up, I got on the interwebs to try to figure out where I had heard that quote, and I found out that Coretta had died while I was having that dream. And she is a person with all her presence and dignity, always made me want to lift my gaze and remember to treat everybody like they're full human, however they show up. So I want to sing Coretta's song in the spirit of the day. I am a soldier in the army. It's an clouds we are reaching towards tomorrow, and we mean to break the odds. We are marching for the children, for the mothers, for the land. We will build a new beginning with every soul who dares to stand. Have not the pious promise makers taken back every word they've said, blooded by fire, burning upon the cross? Have not the pale moons turned to red? But we must ever believe in truth. Truth is still an regal thing, and there ain't no rest. Say there ain't no rest, no, there ain't no rest for a king. If we are all the great sojourners, then the journey is our grace. We must never surrender lower, wearing the victory of our faith. And if my body dies before me, let the bells of freedom ring. I will be born again in freedom. 'Cause there ain't no rest for a king. Say there ain't no rest. No, there ain't no rest. No, there ain't no rest for a king. Oh, Amen. One, two, three. I don't want to fight for freedom. freedom is a right from birth. And I don't wanna fight for money. You see, a dollar don't decide my worth. But I want peace for my body, peace for my mind, peace for my soul, peace for humankind. And I don't wanna fight for justice. You see, I take it from the noble hand. Well, I don't wanna fight for my power, no. Some people sit to take their stand, yeah, hey. But I want peace for the seers, peace for the blind, peace for the seekers, peace for humankind. But we're doing everything with a wrecking ball, everything with a wrecking ball, everything with a wrecking ball, everything with a wrecking ball. It's all go down, tear the walls down, tear them all down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say let's all go down, tear the walls down, tear them all down. 1, 2, 3. See, I don't wanna fight for water when abundance falls right from the sky. And I don't wanna fight for shelter, no, where the ground is soft and the trees grow high. Yeah. See, I don't wanna fight for knowledge. Ooh, wisdom seeds have long been sown. I'm not afraid to walk this journey. You see, I come into this world all alone. But I want peace for my brother, peace for his mind, peace for my sister, peace for humankind. But we're doing everything with a wrecking ball, everything with a wrecking ball, everything with a wrecking ball, everything with a wrecking ball. It's all go down, tear the walls down, tear them all down. Oh yeah, say let's all go down, tear the walls down, tear them all down. Oh, say let's all go down, tear the walls down, tear them all down. Oh yeah, say let's all go down, tear the walls down, tear them all down. Yeah, no. I'm just being silly. But I find that you gotta get silly sometimes because this business out here gets silly. And I don't know how we got so stuck on entertainment that we're just not tired of silly. We're just, oh, give me some more silly. Ah, it's so silly what happened in the paper today. Oh, weren't those murder hornets just silly? Oh, so silly. And I'm really, truly waiting for the time when we get bored with silly and we get down to brass tacks. One of the highest honors being an artist and a songwriter and all whatever, making something out of nothing, and making a living out of that, or at least trying to, is that I get paid to hold my mind and heart open to a better future. I get paid, usually, to keep my giant heart pumping hard for the hope for humanity. Keep that vision wide open for us being willing for that day, that great day, when we're willing to look silly in the face and say, sweetie, sit down. That's not how we do things. And just bring a basic sense of fundamental decency to all of our transactions, all of them, you know? That's what I get to do for a living. Isn't that like the best thing in the world? And I feel like artists aren't the only ones who could take up this profession. The professional radical decency profession, that's what I'm talking about. I don't think artists are the only ones who can do it. So I'm trying to use my time, whatever time I have left, to encourage other people to get on board. It's a great job. It's a great job, I promise. And it'll pay in spades in the future. So I'm going to sing a song about the deep, 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 deep past before we got all messed up like we are. I don't want to sing that one. I'm going to do this one instead. I'll tell you a story. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Oh, no, yeah. We were warm and gentle people before our fears turned to war. We lived in a world of plenty, and our souls were never empty, but in us lay the rage of 10,000 mothers weeping for their stillborn dreams of We were warm and gentle people under the stars until they seemed much too far away. We were one, but we were alone. And if we were alone, were we really one? And in us lay the danger of never knowing who we were, never knowing who we would, who we could be. Sometimes it seems like survival could kill us. Well, survival of the fittest anyways. Sometimes it seems like survival should will us to go back to the before. To go back to before the before, when we were warm and gentle people. Before our fears turned to war, we lived in a world of plenty, and our souls were never empty, but in us lay the rage of 10,000 mothers weeping for our stillborn dreams of tomorrow. Oh, thank you so much. This is not a love song, just a piece of what you give to me. This is not a love song, just some piece for what you give to me. Broken in dark corners, you found me washed up on the shore, looking hard for one to fill me, praying hard for so much more. Broken in dark corners, saw you walk along the shore, wanting all of life to fill you, and your love affair with war. Seems there's two of us in starlight, left behind tomorrow's dawn. So let us drink a toast to midnight, rest a bit till bitter's gone. Ooh, yeah. Seems there's two of us in starlight, left behind tomorrow's dawn. So let us drink a toast to midnight, oh, rest a bit till bitter's gone. This is not a love song, Oh man, I appreciate y'all enjoying indulging me in that. That's a song that I wrote a good 2 decades ago, and I never get to play it. And I wrote that. That was actually my first love song, and because I was certain that I would never learn how to write a love song, I of course said it wasn't a love song. And it took me a couple of decades to realize that they're all love songs. Sometimes even the hate songs are love songs. Sometimes our expressions of hate, as it were, are us trying to get back to something deeper within ourselves. There's some fear, some revulsion, some grief. A lot of times it's grief, truly. And because we don't know how to manage it within our own bodies, we vomit it onto others. And while I've had long seasons of my life where a lot of my music was that projectile type approach to processing, I'm finding, like, these days we've all been through enough, and I'm trying to find that more peaceful center again, and because you just never know what you're going to be able to do with it if you find that place inside yourself that's just honest. I have one question for you. What would you do if you really mattered? How would you spend your day? How would you know who to walk away from? Who would you care for? What would you dare to lose? How would you choose your path? Use your last breath. What would you do if you really mattered? I see your open heart. It reminds me that the truth can move mountains. And as you stand as your true self, there's nothing left to prove. And when you open up your heart, baby, you shine. You shine. What it means to be kind again, and maybe there's nothing we need more. What would you do? What would you do? Yeah, what would you do? We've been waiting just for you. For you. For you. Oh, it's possible to give your voice away many times over in a single day. The price for safety, the price for choice, or at least the illusion of it. Yeah, it's possible to live beneath the carried well beyond the years they belong to. Oh, it's possible to give up on yourself. It's impossible to trust anyone else, to trust that you're whole, to trust that you're worthy enough, to trust you back. What does it take to break the stupor? What does it mean to feel the flow? Why do we settle for a lifetime living down here and up below? Why is it so hard to just be human? Why do we choose to trust our sin? Why do we look for all the answers outside instead of looking in? What we just born a part of nature, no matter what we seem to be. Are we just evil or amazing? Isn't there anything in the between? I am a child of the beginning, but nothing would be without its flaws. I'll never be flanked by perfection, best to explain by nature's laws. I have something very human. I hope you'll hear me when I say I never meant to hurt you. Those times when I gave my voice away, something inside me felt too rotten to believe in agency or choice. I had to invest in my illusions. Patience was lost within the void, but I choose to do my best to love you, to believe in grace more than contempt. I will materialize your loving. Takes me back to where I began. 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 Takes me back to where I Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you so much. I'm gonna check in on the time, see how we're doing. Oh, I got some time left. I got some time left. Y'all feel like singing? Oh, that makes me happy. How much y'all feel like singing? You feel like singing a lot or a little? We're gonna do a lot. I feel it's so fascinating. I never know what's going to come out of my mouth when I get on these stages. And there's all kinds of things. And today it feels like group therapy. So we're just going to go all the way in. Just go take a deep dive. This is a song that I wrote many years ago, before the pandemic. But during the pandemic, when the world was turning upside down and everybody was rioting in the streets, and there was something about this song that I had written for myself as a prayer for myself, a little meditation for myself, that I realized was true for us all, and it's true for us collectively too. And the only way it works is if you sing the words. Now, this is from my father's tradition, the tradition of his church. and this is a call and response situation. Everybody's familiar, correct? I like to tell people who are not familiar, it's like when I'm going to say some words and you're going to repeat the words back to me on a melody that you've never heard before but have somehow always known. And the first time I do it, you're going to be like, what does she expect from me? But I promise you, by the second verse, you'll know what's going on. And by the end, we'll sing the first verse again. So you'll get all of it. You'll get all the medicine. Just trust me on the ride. And the cool thing about call and response is you get to say the same thing more than once. That means that it can mean more to you the second time you say it. It means something a little bit different, a little bit richer, a little bit deeper. That's what we're going to try for, you know. So you can tell I'm very earnest. So try to like mount whatever the most earnest part of you is. And let's do this together. How about that? I have a healing inside of me. I have a healing inside of me. I have a healing inside of me just now. You think you got it? Let's see. I want to try this. I want to go ahead and try that first verse, just all of us together, because I feel like I need you. I need your spirit. Let's try it. I'm going to sing it first, and you sing the rest with me. Ready? And I have a healing inside of me. Go for it. I have a healing inside of me. Sounds so beautiful. I have a healing inside of me just now. I have been longing for justice. I have been longing for justice. I have been longing for justice just now. I have a yearning for safety. I have a yearning for safety. I have a yearning for safety just now. I am a self-sovereign human. I am a self-sovereign human. I am a self-sovereign human just now. Now here's the kicker. So I claim a space for my grieving. I claim a space for my grieving. I claim a space for my grieving just now. So I am awake to my journey. I am awake to my journey. I am awake to my journey just now. So guess what? I have a healing inside of me. I have a healing inside of me. I have a healing inside of me just now. Amen. I appreciate that so much, y'all. I'm gonna do one more for you. I told y'all last time I was here, I was recovering from a burnout. And I just really didn't know how to put two brain synapses together. So I was writing all the songs in my sleep. And when I discovered this song on my hard drive, I had a sense that I was turning a corner. So I'm gonna offer this up for any of those going through anything difficult, to let you know it's worth it to pull your strength together and turn the corner. Because this is all we got. We gotta make the most of it, best we can. I lost myself, I lost my mystery, thinking about everybody, but not myself. It hurt my pride, yeah, it made me feel empty. I just lost me without my pride. It's just a disease I was born with. They told me never regret being kind. It's nothing new to feel foolish at the end of the line. We've only got one life, given only one chance to become who we're born to be, to join the dance. We only need one name. If we try to beat as one heart, we keep hurting each other, and at the end of the line, baby, it's just one ride, just one ride. It took my wind when I found out it was over. It really shook me when you chose her. Yeah, I lost my wind. Don't let nobody say the Styx is just a river. It's hard enough to see the forest for the trees. I gave it a lot of thinking, all that I could give her. Now I'm trying to do my best to get free. I don't wanna
Lilli Lewis, everyone. Lilli Lewis. Yes. I told y'all that y'all were going to have a good time. Give it up one more time. Lilli Lewis. I don't know about you, but I feel so much better. I feel encouraged, and I feel 10 times lighter. If we just had 10 million Lilli Lewis, we would all be encouraged.
We all on the clock now, right?
We got better singers. So if you want to support more programs like this, although she is unique, we do have concerts coming up for Women's History Month and also for the rest of the year. So check out nolajazzmuseum.org and also nps.gov/jazz. We have a site down the street, not too far, just a 5-minute walk at 916 North Peters. So if you want to make a stop by the river and to have a nice lunch, please pass up our site. So see you next time, and I hope you had a great time. I know I did.